Okay, so I thought I'd do a quick video here showing you how to scan a document to a PDF using Dropbox. You'll notice my setup here. The essentials are uh, the light source and the background that's dark enough to give you some contrast against the piece of paper that you're scanning. We don't need the rack. We do need an iPad or a smartphone in order to do the scanning. So I'm going to open Dropbox here, and you'll notice at the bottom there's a button that says Create. I'm going to click that. It's going to give it gives a scan document as an option. When I click that, it'll show the document underneath, which I've already lined up. And when we see that, we can either click this button down here. We can just let that little blue ring fill, and notice it's scanned, and it didn't just take a picture. It identified the piece of paper, and it scaled it so that it's perfectly on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, or well, the size of an 8.5 11 sheet of paper in the PDF. And so there's a first page. We should want to do multiple pages here. Notice there's another plus sign down here. It looks like a plus sign on a couple of pieces of paper. And if I want to do a second page, I can click that and put the page underneath. I'm just going to wait a second, and then we got the picture. I'm noticing this is a little bit washed out, so I'm gonna get rid of that page. I think I'm gonna try lowering my light a little bit here, and then hopefully I'll get a better looking picture. So I'm gonna let that scan again. And there you go. We got a two-page document. To save this, we'll click Next, and it gives you a spot for a file name here when you're saving this. Of course, we will want, I'm going to bring up the keyboard to give this a name, so you should always put your name into. It's a good thing if you can spell your name. Put your name into the document, and then what the document is. Right. Click Done and Save, and that'll be saved to the file that you started off with there. And I wanted to point out here, you don't need an iPad, you don't need the rack. We just need some light and a slightly darker background, right? And we can do this scan with anything. So I'm going to repeat this process with my phone. So I'll just find Dropbox here. Right. The plus sign that's the create button is the same, right? Telling it to scan the document is the same. And now I'm just going to hold this over the piece of paper. That blue circle fills up, and again, it perfectly fits it to the page. And there we go. You can quickly and easily create PDFs from a handwritten document. Right? I hope that helps.